Hey everybody, it's Miss Day. You should be finishing up Module 2. I just wanted to go over it real quick to make sure that you didn't have any questions. I've already posted Module 3 for next week. Let's come down here and look at Module 2. So this is the first thing that you would do after your attendance, of course. Watch the video, come into the Padlet. Please make sure that you put your name whenever you put your response. After you do the Padlet, then you're going to move on. The next day, I've just got a copy of the notes here for you, and then you'll go into the Nearpod. The Nearpod's going to go over all of that information that's in the notes. It's going to talk about the 5 major purposes of art. That's the copy of the notes there. So it goes over each one, gives you an example, and gives you the definition. So if you could just go through those. The next thing that you have to do is to look at the notes over social and emotional competencies. So this is basically for your social and emotional well-being and learning and how we interact with other people. So this is talking about what it is and why it's important. And this is how it relates to art. So I'm asking you to follow along in this discussion and answer these questions. Just give me your feedback and then respond to another student's post. Make sure that you're doing the attendance, please. The next thing I've got up here is to explore art history and the purpose of art. And I've got a series of videos. I tried to embed them into the Nearpod, but they weren't loading up. So I've pulled them out separately here. You can just go down the list here and watch them if you like. If you're more comfortable with the Nearpod, you can go into the Nearpod and follow it that way. Here I'd like for you to reflect and think about the purpose of art. Tell me 3 things you learned, something that surprised you, and something you have a question about. Your Friday's attendance. You've got to make sure you hit submit and type in your name and send it in. Here's the art history project. So for this project, you're going to look around your house and you're going to find things from your home and your life that represent an example of each of the 5 purposes of art. So you're going to create a Google Doc, and there's going to be 5 pages in that Google Doc. Each page will have a picture for each of the purposes of art. I need you to share that with me. All right, then you're going to choose either 3, 4, or 5. So either 3, you can write about the significance of each of the objects and add that information underneath the image. So let's say that you're talking about ceremonial art, then you might have a picture of maybe a wedding photograph, and then you can explain why you're glad that that was created. And so that would be one of the 5 slides. Or you could draw. So you could put all of your objects together, and you could draw them together as one drawing, a still life, with details and shadows, and then share the drawing with me. Or you could draw them individually. That's up to you. Or you could go with number 5, where you're going to write your opinion about which of the 5 purposes of art that you believe is most important. And you're going to give me at least 2 reasons why to support your reasoning and claims, and add all of that to the Google Doc. This is a website that you can go to so that you can drop your images in there or other things that you're working on for this art history project to allow other people in the class to see what you're doing. It's just a way for you to collaborate and share with each other. So that should finish Module 2. As far as grades for Module 2, I believe I took a grade on the 2.2 reflection Padlet, and then of course this art history project will be a major grade. I'm not going to take a grade for the other pieces in Module 2. So if you just want to focus on those to make sure you finish, make sure that you finish 2.2 and 2.10. All right, good luck everyone. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.